Alrighty, ho there, my lovelies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm super excited about today. Well, I'm super excited about every day because, I woke up on the right side of the dirt, got off to a good start. And, the day is what you make of it. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just got to choose to be happy. Look on the bright side. Yay, hooray. Today I'm happy about leftovers because on Monday I made a terrific pot roast. It was a chuck roast, weighed about 3.5 pounds. We had a lovely roast dinner and we have enjoyed it a little bit more since. Leftovers and lunch and that kind of thing. Down to the last bits of it, and I'm going to make beef and broccoli. It was Andrew's request because he loves broccoli and the beef is so good. But I'm not going to make it with an Asian flavor. I'm just going to make it, like home style. Yeah. Yay, hooray. Right, let's get down to it. I have about 4 hours until dinner, and I'm actually going to use my crock pot to heat and cook all of my leftovers. I cooked my roast in the crock pot the first time, and it was delicious. Let's do it again. So after I took my roast out and sliced it, I took off the liquid at the bottom, the pan juices, and I used some of them to make a nice gravy, and then I put the rest into this jar. Gonna use it today. Gonna use every bit because I paid for the whole thing. And I'm gonna go ahead and just pour that right into the bottom of my crock pot. Yay, hooray. I also have a little bit of Baby Bella mushrooms. Got these over at the 99-cent store. And they have a pretty decent selection of vegetables at a very low cost. And these were, I think, $1.99. They looked terrific. I didn't have any problems with them. I'm going to throw those right on in there too. Yeah. You don't like mushrooms? Don't add them. If your kids don't like mushrooms, well, we're going to be making a mushroom powder next week. You can sneak them in on them. Yeah, what they don't know won't hurt them a bit. And I did wash and dry these when I brought them home. So we're good to go. We're good to go there, absolutely. Some people say not to wash your mushrooms. I say, yeah, it's probably a decent idea. Just giving these kind of, big honkin' slices because nobody cares. Nobody cares how you slice your mushrooms. Whatever you got to do to get it done, Gordon Ramsay, if he shows up at my door, come on in. We've got beef broccoli. It's going to be delicious. Let me make your plate. Can I get you some iced tea? All those good things. Maybe you'd prefer a Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper. I have both. Yeah. Absolutely. If I knew he's coming in advance, I might even slip over to the Albertsons and buy a nice wine. Something with a screw top. So I don't have to struggle with the cord. What did I do today? I dishes, laundry, and trash first thing in the morning, because that's how I get my day started while I guzzle coffee. And then I went to work and did some things there. And then futzed around in the yard for a while. That was fun. It's only 111 today, so we're having a little bit of cool off. And there was a pretty decent breeze. So I'm going to add some onion. Got half an onion in there. This is my broccoli. Looks pretty good. Not mad at that at all. And we'll just go ahead and chop these up. I don't want these too small because I don't want them to disappear into the beef. I want them to be tender. I want them to be tasty and delicious. And I want them to get in there with all of those beef juices, the little bit of red wine that I used in my roast. I want all of those things, but I don't want them to disappear. So kind of big chunks. I'm okay with that. And I'm just going to cook this on low for the next 4 hours because pretty much nothing really needs to be at a safe temperature. You know, my roast is already cooked. My broccoli, I just still even want that to have a little bit of bite to it. My happy little trees over here, they do kind of look like happy little trees, don't they? So, just going to go ahead and toss those all in. Well, maybe that one's a little bit big. Okay, and here's my leftover roast. Looks delicious. It's kind of a big chunk. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and set this upright and use my sharp serrated knife to make some chunky kind of cuts. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cut these into fairly large sections. Substantial, you know? I'm okay with that. You know, about that size. Yeah, pop them all in there. Get them going. What are you having for dinner tonight? How do you repurpose your leftovers? What's one of your favorite leftovers to have for dinner the next day? There's a little piece of that. I'm going to save that for Pigpen. He'll be super thrilled. He's taken an afternoon nap, and the smells haven't gotten to him yet. So, you know, I'm sure he'll be in here any second. I think I'm going to go ahead and take one more slice off. There we go. Now, when I made my roast, it had celery, carrots, and potato. It had garlic. It had salt. It had seasoning. It had mushrooms. It had peppers. It was everything but the kitchen sink, pretty much. So a lot of those flavors are into my beef juice. You know, the parts at the bottom, the pan sauce. So I'm not going to add a lot of seasoning to this because it has already been well seasoned in the time that I was cooking it originally. So that sauce at the bottom, it's already yummy and delicious. So this is really a no effort kind of a meal. Really, that's all there is to it. It's got the beef, it's got the mushrooms, it's got the onions, it's got the delicious sauce. The only thing I think I'm going to add is just a few turns of pepper, and that's it. Because my roast was really well seasoned with salt and everything else, so I think that's going to be just fine. Going to slip the top onto that crock pot. Be delicious. I can hardly wait. Yes, it's got a lot of veg, but we're not having a starch tonight for dinner. So we're going to need a lot of veg to bulk up that deliciousness so that our plates are really full, so that we feel very satisfied with the beef and also with the extra veg. It's our effort, you know, because we're trying to lose a few pounds over here. Okay, well, this is almost done, but while we're waiting, I'll tell you a story about working in hospitality. So I've worked almost every position at a hotel. I've been everything from, you know, working in laundry, housekeeping, front desk, working in the kitchen, working night audit. So the last few years before 2020, I worked night audit at a pretty darn nice hotel. You know, not 5-star, but family friendly, you know, fantastic. Breakfast and a little dinner included, that kind of a place. Big swimming pool, take your kids, take your grandkids, have a great time. Loved working at this hotel. And when you work night audit, most of the time you work all by yourself. Yeah. So, you know, you do things to keep your guests safe and you do things to keep your own self safe. And I'm working one night and it's kind of like now hot, miserable, July, and my hotel is not full because it's off season. And our prices are really low. So sometimes, you know, you get, you know, an occasional, you know, unusual guest. Yeah, so I'm working my audit. We're having a big thunderstorm, lightning, thunder, you know, the whole 9 yards, pouring down rain. I'm just sitting in my little office doing my paperwork and working on the taxes and everything, all the good things. Anyhow, a lot of times in my audit, you get a lot of phone calls, guests requesting things. You're happy to do it. You know, you got to get up, you got to walk around, keeps you awake. Can I have a pillow? Can I have a blanket? You know, those kinds of things. So I'm doing my little night audit duties and ring and I answer, guest services, this is Tanya, how can I help you? And the person on the other end sounds totally normal and nice. Hello, thank you. I was wondering if you could fulfill a request for me. Sure, I'd be happy to. They can, you know, they want a Gatorade from the market or something, you know, something like that. I was wondering if I may have 16 black trash bags, like the kind you have in the kitchen. My mind is just going. It's just spinning around. 16 black trash bags. Well, of course, I'd be happy to bring you 16 black trash bags. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. So-and-so. I'll be right up. Anyhow, it was room 322. It's right at the end of the hallway on the 3rd floor. I'm not counting out 16 black trash bags. I'm just going to bring you like the whole big roll. And I go to the kitchen and I grab a whole great big roll. And then I, you know, go up to the 3rd floor and I'm standing there in the hallway and I'm kind of like, you know, 16 black trash bags. What's going on in there? What are you doing? And who are you dismembering? Those are my thoughts. I'm not getting involved. I haven't heard anything. I haven't had any other guest complaints about noises. You know, I don't know what's going on. But you want black trash bags, here you go. And I just pitched them down the hallway and they just rolled right in front of the door of room 322. Thank goodness. I got on the elevator. I boogied down downstairs and locked myself in the office and I get on the phone. 322. Hello, Mr. So-and-so. If you look outside your door, you're going to find all the black trash bags that you will need. Thank you so much for staying with us. And, you know, let me know if you need something else. Please don't. But, you know, got to be polite. Anyhow, so I stay locked in my office. Thunder, lightning, the whole shebang. And worried about what's going on in 322. And anyhow, about 3 hours later, people come walking down the stairs. Very nice looking couple, all dressed and ready for the day. Hair, makeup, everything. You know, very presentable. We'd like to check out of room 322. Oh, okay. Well, it's awfully early. I've got coffee ready in the kitchen if you want some, but breakfast doesn't start for like another hour. Oh no, we're just fine. Thank you so much. We've had a lovely stay. See you next time. Okay. You know, thanks for staying with us, please. Anyhow, I couldn't help myself. As soon as they left, I'd flip up my little sign, and I wanted to go up to their room, make sure everything was okay, because I wasn't going to leave, like, you know, something for housekeeping to walk in on. You know, at least they're going to need a heads up, like, these people have trashed the room, or maybe I need to call 911 because, you know, dismemberment. And I opened the door, and it looked like nobody had even ever stayed in that room at all. The bed was perfectly made. The remote was right where housekeeping had left it. All of the cups and the, you know, coffee maker station and everything, all perfectly, yeah, not a spot. The room was spotless. It didn't even look like someone had been there. And, yeah, I'm still a little freaked out about that even to this day. But, you know, couldn't let housekeeping walk in on something that would be really unpleasant. And they, yeah, basically they just changed the sheets on the bed and it was ready. You know, and I don't even know if these people slept in the bed. Anyhow, hospitality, you never know what's going to happen and you never know who you're going to meet. And, yeah, sometimes you get weird requests that freak you out for evidently no reason at all. I still don't know what they did with all those black trash bags. And you know what? I wouldn't even have asked. Yeah, Nope. Hey, let's take a look and see how we're doing. Well, it's hot, it's steamy, and it smells amazing. And there's plenty of veg and really good chunky cuts of beef and a nice rich broth. You know, it's not the thickest sauce in the world, but I don't think I'm going to add a cornstarch slurry to it. I think it's going to be just thick enough. Yeah, I'm not mad at that one bit. I say we go ahead and dish that up. That looks fantastic. Yay, hooray. Okay, well that's dinner. And let's go ahead and take a bite and see how we did. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's delicious. I'm not mad at that at all. That broccoli has just the right amount of crunch left in it. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Okay, beef and broccoli, making the most of leftover roast. Yay, hooray. Can't beat that with a stick. All right, my lovelies, be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. Gotta go watch Jeopardy now. Bye.